I am honored to stand before you this morning in your presence, and I'm honored to have good news of great joy that the PNC believes that God has spoken to us, and we are humbled in His presence. We have spent 13 months discerning and praying for who the Lord has revealed to us, this candidate who will be the next pastor head of staff at Grace Covenant. Your PNC will enthusiastically nominate the Reverend Timothy Brown to be our next pastor head of staff at a congregational meeting that your session has called for Sunday, January 11, 2015. At that meeting, the members of the congregation of Grace Covenant will be given an opportunity to confirm both the PNC and Pastor Tim's belief that this is God's will for Grace Covenant by voting to extend the call to be our next pastor head of staff. And we have prepared an informational brochure that we're going to be handing out to you after the service. But let me tell you a little bit about Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim has a contagious passion for knowing Christ and making Him known. He grew up in a ministry family in the Midwest and came to a saving faith early in his life. While attending Taylor University, Tim first sensed his call to ministry. After graduation, Tim served in his home church at Ward Evangelical Presbyterian Church in Northville, Michigan, where his sense of call became focused upon his pastoral ministry. He attended Trinity Evangelical Divinity School, where he earned his Master of Divinity degree. For the past 14 years, Tim has faithfully served Christ by loving and leading the people of Cornerstone Evangelical Church in Brighton, Michigan. During this time, Pastor Tim has enjoyed being involved in a full array of pastoral ministry: staff and volunteer leadership development, leading worship, visitation, funerals, weddings, counseling, preaching, overseeing the adult discipleship classes, small groups, and numerous other ministries. In 2010, Pastor Tim initiated a new vision for family ministry at Cornerstone called Faith Milestones. He has succeeded wonderfully in connecting with various generations and equipping parents to be the primary disciple makers of their children. Pastor Tim just earned his doctorate of ministry degree from Southern Baptist Theological Seminary this month. His doctoral work was focused on family ministry and specifically the Faith Milestone program. Pastor Tim has been happily married to his wife Sarah for 16 years. They have 6 wonderful daughters and 1 energetic son. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the process moving forward. The Presbytery of the East Ministerial Committee has interviewed Pastor Tim, and their intention is to approve transferring his membership from the Presbytery of the Midwest, where he's a member, to the Presbytery of the East. In addition, they intend to present Pastor Tim for approval at the February Presbytery meeting, which will be held right here at Grace Covenant. All this is pending upon Grace Covenant extending a call to Pastor Tim at our congregational meeting, which will be held Sunday, January 11th. That weekend of January 11th and 10th and 11th, it's going to be a very important time in Grace Covenant's life. The PNC is planning to have Pastor Tim and his family here during that weekend, and there will be a number of meet and greet opportunities scheduled so you can get to know the Browns better. And on Sunday, the 11th, Pastor Tim will preach his candidating sermon during worship. And following the service, we will hold a congregational meeting to vote on extending the call to Pastor Tim and to approve his terms of call. If Pastor Tim is approved by the congregation, then the plan will be to begin his ministry at Grace Covenant on Palm Sunday, March 29th. The members of the PNC are listed in the brochure that we're handing out, and if you have further questions, please don't hesitate to ask us. Your PNC believes that this is wonderful news, and we hope that you will agree. So please mark your calendars now to be here on the weekend of January 10th and 11th and participate in this important step in the life of Grace Covenant. Praise God for his provision.
I've met Tim. He's amazing. He's wonderful. I think he's exactly the right person to step in. And I think it's rather, God has a great sense of humor. It was 11 years ago on the second